Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. Welcome to Not Perfect Zen and Day 6 of Inktober Tangles for 2024. Today's tangle is S. Bahn by Midori Furuhashi. She's a CZT. It's a very pretty pattern. It looks complicated, but stay with me and we will get through this. It's really not bad. I started having a lot of fun with it. Okay, I've been doing mine on 2-inch tiles, okay, bijou size tiles that I added watercolor to these. If you haven't seen my introductory video, it's called What is Inktober? And I will leave a link in the description to that in case you want to look at that to see how I'm putting mine together. This is my disc-bound book that I created, and if you're interested in how I do that, there's also a link to another video where I show how I have made these, okay? Again, this is a fun pattern. I think I'll use that tile today. For these, please remember there are no mistakes and don't overthink it. These are meant to be fun, and just practice on scrap paper first and it'll be okay. I'm using a micron PN, which means plastic nib, a graphite pencil, which is just a number 2 pencil, and a blending tool known as a tortillon. I keep this in there just to keep the tip pushed out. Okay, and I'm going to show you on my phone what the step outs look like, because this is on Instagram and I know some of you do not have Instagram accounts. I do put links to the step outs in the description if they're available, okay? So it basically just starts, as you can see, with these 4 C curves. She puts these lines that go out and then starts making the circle around that. And then we just connect them, okay? So I will leave that up for a second if you need to take a screenshot of it. And then I'm going to show you on a scrap piece of paper how to do this, because before I put it on something tiny like this, you might want to see how it's done a little bit bigger. Okay, so again, we start with these C curves. Okay, and then we just have these lines that come up on each side. All right, and now we put our circle here in the center. Bring your lines up to meet. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the second part of that line. Make this come up a little bit. All right, so now this one will come around. And then just bring your line up to meet it if you need to. Keep turning your paper, turn your tile. Bring your second one around. Okay. Comes our last part. Okay, so that's how it should look now. Now these are going to come up, this is going to come up and around and meet that one. Okay, same thing on this side. It's going to come up and around and come down and meet that one. So we're going to do that all the way around. Come up, make a curve, and have it come back down. Again, we're just connecting these. You may have to practice this one a couple of times, and that's okay because I did too. Then I started having a lot of fun with it. Okay. These aren't exactly the same width apart, and that's okay. All right, so there's that part. Now we're just going to make an aura, and I'm going to make it, you know, about the same width as we've done these. So I'm going to start here, and this one is going to go down and touch that part. We're going to come up and just dip, and then come back down and touch. Okay, we're just going to keep doing that. It's going to come up, touch, come back down. Okay. And then this one will come up and meet here. Okay, so that basically is how you do this pattern, S-Bahn. Zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so that's how I did it here. I added an aura around the outside, and then I put little lines in there. You could call it Knight's Bridge if you want, but just add embellishment on the outside. I'm going to show you what I did here. With this one, I just put lines inside of this part, okay, all the way around, and then I added another aura on the outside, and this one I used a brown pen, and then I just added those lines. For this one, instead of coming down like I did here, I ended up just going up, okay? Now I'm going to do it similar to this on this little tile, but it's going to be small, but just to show you a variation. And okay, and it's going to have to be little to get it on here, so let's hope this works well. I haven't done it this small yet. So here are our C curves. And then our lines coming up. And I don't have these perfectly straight, but that's okay. We're not trying to do perfect. There's no mistakes. just have fun and try not to overthink it. Okay, now we're going to put our center circle. Okay, and then extend those lines where they didn't come up enough. It's hard to know how long to make those in the beginning, so it's okay to just come back and extend that line if you need to. See how these are not a perfect circle? It's okay. Okay, so now to do this, we're first going to put these to connect. Okay, so we're coming from the center on each side. We're going to come around and connect. And I rarely get these the same size. And again, that's okay. All right. Sorry, I was almost off the screen. So, where we had in the original, where these come around and just keep coming down, instead, I'm going to come from the center here and then make it come out. So let me show you that. I'm going to start in this area between, and right up there at the center above that is what I'm aiming for. Okay? And then I'm going to come around and go down. Okay, same thing here. Instead of curving up, instead of curving down, I went up. Come back down. Okay. And then back down. Okay. So that's how we did this. And then I came in here and just added little auras. And this was just doing this, what if? And I liked it. I like how it looks. You might have some other ideas to try. Okay, and because it's so small, I'm not going to try to put these in there, but you get the idea of something different you could do. You could fill these in dark. I think I'm just going to leave them like that. And then, because these are going over and under each other, I am going to put graphite wherever one is going under or over. Okay. And you don't need much, especially if you're doing it small like I did. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add some graphite in these little spots. Okay, and then take your blending tool and just soften those. Like I said, on something this small, you don't need a lot. Okay, just keep coming around, softening that. And then need a little bit down here. I already have enough graphite left on my blending tool that I could just do that. Okay, I think another thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect those right in here. All right, there we go. So that is just a different version of that. Okay. So there we go. We have day 6 of Inktober Tangles for 2024 with Bahn by Midori Furuhashi. And again, I'll encourage you, try these on scrap paper first. If you think that they're challenging, try it that way first. And then, more than anything, don't overthink it. Don't worry about it. There's no mistakes. Just have fun and let this encourage you to put ink to paper every day in October. All right. Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and come back tomorrow for day 7. We'll actually have the first week done. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye.